Dude, Jasmine, I really need your help setting for the Macbeth panel.
Okay, well, it'd be amazing if Mrs. Cooper just gave us all A's. But then she wouldn't be Miss Cooper.
Yeah, oh my god, she's like Mr. Zeman status. Anyways, I don't get the story.
What part?
All of it. But mostly Act 5, Scene 8. Like, seriously, what does my blood is already charged with blood of fine? What does that mean?
I don't even know how to begin explaining. But, oh wait, I have an idea. I'm sending you a link to a reenactment of Macbeth. It's on YouTube.
I really don't watch any Macbeth-related stuff right now.
But the guy who plays Malcolm is so hot.
Why didn't you say that before? I just got the link. Thanks.
Turn, Alvin, turn.
Of all men else, I have avoided thee. You'll get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words, my voice is in my sword. That bloodier villain, then terms can give thee out.
Thou last labored, and ease mightst thou the entrenched air with thy keen sword, and presses make me bleed. Let fall thy blade on the vulnerable crest I bear, a charmed life, which must not yield to one of a woman born.
Spare thy charm, and let the angel whom thou still hast served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely ripped.
Cursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed my better part of man. Be those juggling fiends no more believe that palter with us in that double sense, that keeps the word of promise into our ear and break it to our hope. I'll not fight with thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show, and gaze in the tongue. We'll have thee as our rare monsters are painted upon a pole, and under it here you may see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be vaulted with the rabbi's curse. Though Burnham Woods be come to Dunsingham and oppose being of no woman born yet, I will try the last. Before my body I throw my warlike shield. Lay on, Macduff, and the damned be him for the first cries. Hold enough!
Here comes near comfort.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold where stands the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compared with thy kingdom's pearl, and speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire are loud with mine. Hail, King!
Hail, King!
Woo!
Yeah. Go, King!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several late glories, and make us even with you. My thanes and kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that ever in such an honor named. What's more to do, which would be planted newly with the time, as calling home we exiled friends abroad, that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fiend-like queen. What's 'tis thought by self and violent hands, took off her life in this and what needful else that calls upon us. By the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time, space. So, thanks to all at once and to all one, whom we invite to see us crowned as scum.
Jasmine, what is in your cup? Because that was not Macbeth. That was just a bunch of good-looking samurais running around barefoot.
Exactly.
What?
Look at it this way. In Macbeth is willing to murder to secure the throne.
Yeah, what a creep.
Anyways, the theme of how far someone would go to procure power is also relatable elsewhere. Like in Japan, samurais were of the same period, yet different place. And even though they were thousands of miles apart, the people of Scotland and the people of Japan had the same mind frame. They wanted power and would murder to get it. That's why Macbeth is so brilliant. Shakespeare was able to write about a theme that had a bigger picture, one that was so relatable elsewhere, and it's still present in modern day life.
Wow, I really never thought about it that way. Wait a sec. Did you say that it's still present? I'm not like Macbeth. I'm much more attractive.
Well,
Jasmine!
yes, Angela, you are much more attractive than the fictional character Macbeth. But anyways, yeah, I did say it's still present. Think about it. People who kill for oil in the Middle East, or people who use diamonds to fund wars in Africa. Those child soldiers are used and killed by so many military groups that want to have more power.
Wait, I still don't get what you're trying to say. And what about the time period in between Macbeth and the present? Did this theme exist then?
There were highwaymen. Yep, highwaymen. Oh my god, I'm sending you a link of a video about highwaymen right now.
Any cute guys in it? Because you lied to me about Malcolm in the samurai video. Ew.
You'll just have to wait and see.
Why should I play the Roman fool and die on my own sword, while I see other lives and gashes do better upon them?
Turn, hellhounds. Turn.
With all men else, I have avoided thee, but get thee back. My soul's too much charged with blood of thine already.
I have no words. My voice is in my sword. That bloodier villain than terms can give thee out.
Thou lowest labor and earliest mist, thou the enchanted air with the keen sword, and precious make me bleed, let fall thy blade and vulnerable crest. I bear a charmed life which must not yield to one of the women born.
Spare thy charm, and let the angel whom thou hast still served tell thee Macduff was from his mother's womb untimely.
Accursed be that tongue that tells me so, for it hath cowed the better part of man. So be there, juggling fiends, no more believe that palter with us in a double serve, that keep the word of promise to our ear and break to our hope, and I will fight thee.
Then yield thee, coward, and live to be the show and the gaze of the time. We'll have thee, as our rare monsters are, painted upon a pole and underwrit. Here you may see the tyrant.
I will not yield to kiss the ground before young Malcolm's feet, and to be vaulted with the rabbi's curse. Though burning in wood become to Jonathan, and thou opposed being my body, I throw my warlike shield, lay on Macduff, and damn to be him to the first curse that holds enough.
Here comes New York Comfort.
Hail, King, for so thou art. Behold where stands in the usurper's cursed head. The time is free. I see thee compassed with thy kingdom's pearl. I speak my salutation in their minds, whose voices I desire aloud with mine. Hail, King!
Hail, King!
We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My faith and kinsmen, henceforth be earls, the first that ever Scotland in such an honor named. What more to do, which would be planted newly with the times as calling home our exiled friends abroad that fled the snares of watchful tyranny, producing forth the cruel ministers of this dead butcher and his fame like queen, who as his thought, by self and violent hands, took off her life. This, and what needful else that calls upon us, by the grace of grace, we will perform in measure, time and place. So thanks to you all and once and to each one, whom we invite to see us crowned as scone.
Oh my god, Malcolm was so cute.
That's not the point. Did you even understand the theme? Okay, well, in Macbeth, Macbeth wants to rule Scotland, which is Duncan's territory. He even kills Duncan for it. Back then, the highmen wanted to control certain highways and even competed with other highwaymen for said highways. When one highwayman would be victorious, there were always others that would still be after their highways, like how Macbeth thought killing Duncan would secure his throne over Scotland. Macbeth ends up being a barrier between Macbeth and ruling Scotland.
Oh, I get it. Is that it?
Nope. Some highwaymen would kill for money, and the more they stole and killed, the easier it became. The same concept happened in Shakespeare's Macbeth. Macbeth was so nervous before killing Duncan, but after he killed Duncan, murder got progressively easier. Also, despite the different backgrounds and time periods, all Shakespeare's characters developed the same psychologically. Macbeth as a murderous, powerful, seeking highwayman still is as cruel and dire as the ambitious Macbeth that kills for Duncan's throne, or even the samurai Macbeth who has such a strong desire for power.
Oh, I got it. I get everything now.
About time. Now let's discuss ways to cheat on the Macbeth final.
Okay.
That's still too much dying already.
The charm.
To one of the woman's born.
Spare my charm. Spare thy charm. Angel heard thou still hast served. Tell me, baby, first was born.
The curse that tells me by the cursed deep.
I did a normal line.
What? What line?
Turn, Alvin. Turn.
All men else I have avoided thee. Must get thee back.
Turn, Alvin. Turn.
Of all men else I have avoided thee. But get thee back. My soul is too much charged with blood dying already.
I have no words.
Ready? Alright.
Watchful tyranny, producing forth. Why are you holding the book like that? I can't read it. Oh my god, I'm doing it too. We shall not spend a large expense of time before we reckon with your several loves and make us even with you. My things and kinsmen. What the hell is God damn it. Were you vlogging me?
I was waiting.
Pretty much. Hey, seriously, what is my blood is already charged blood?